Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you make some noise. Parents, you could do better than that. I said parents, friends, families, let them hear you. It's the Boulevard of Dreams right here, Boulevard of Dreams. Make sure they know who you're rooting for. We're going to start this parade any second. Just make sure there's a pathway right here they can get by. The best thing you could do is root, cheer, holler for every single team, regardless if it's your home team. Make every one of these girls feel special. They've accomplished so much already. This is just the beginning of a lifetime of success. But now, the moment you've been waiting for, the start of our 2023 New York State Little League Championship right here in St. James, Smithtown. Make some noise! All right, drop a beat, Blacks, drop a beat. The first team coming down, let them know. From Section 1W, we have your champions, Penfield Little League. Followed by Section 1E, Union Endicott. Union Endicott. All right, followed at Union Endicott, we have your Section 2 North. Sectional champions all the way from Northern Columbia Little League. Come on down, Northern Columbia Little League. Come on down. Let them know you're here. Oh, come on, make some noise, make some noise. All right, coming in now, all the way from Section 2 South, we have your Little League, LaGrange Little League, LaGrange. All right, coming a little bit closer, all the way from Eastchester, we have Section 3 North champion, Eastchester Little League. Make some noise for Eastchester Little League. All right. Coming all the way down. Thank you. Coming all the way down from Staten Island, we have your team, Section 3 South champions. Come on, Staten Island. You're not sitting in traffic. Let's go. Start walking. There we go. Coming all the way from the Staten Island Expressway, BQE, Bell Parkway, Southern State. There we go, South Shore. Next. And stepping on to Long Island, your Section 4 West Long Island champions. We have Massapequa International Little League. Make some noise. Sorry, parents that are trying to film over my head. I don't know where to stand. All right. And your Section 4E champions, all the way from North Shore, Long Island, coming in the red, white, and blue, District 36 champions, we have North Shore Little League. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 10U championship teams. Those teams are going to be competing for the state championship under the 10U title. And now, introducing the teams that are going to be representing the 11U championship for New York State. Coming all the way down from Section 1. They are your Section 1 champions, Central Square Little League. All right, Central Square. Coaches are going to walk this one. They're like, we running up. All right, now coming from Section 3 North, wearing the red, white, and blue and the black pants, we have your Sectional 3 North champions from Pearl River Little League. Let them hear some noise. Woo! Yeah, number 8. All right, there you go. That's the energy we like. That's the energy we like. All right, Pearl River. All right, coming from Section 3S, we have your other Staten Island team. From Great Kills, Staten Island, your Section 3S champions, Great Kills Little League! All right, making our way closer to the island, we have our team out of Section 4W, wearing the yellow and black with the white trim. We have the Section 4W champions all the way from Wantor, Wantor Little League! All right. Wantor Little League. Clearly gymnastics is something these girls do. Softball is definitely a secondary sport, I see. And rounding out our tournament bracket for the 11U division, we have our Section 4E champions all the way from Syosset, Long Island. Please welcome Syosset Little League to the tournament! Syosset Little League! All right, keep those hands going, keep those hands going. Come on, let them hear you. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, these are your 10U and 11U championship teams. Let them hear you one more time. Parents, you can come around outside the black fence. You can go around the third baseline. You can go inside the dugout. Watch, we are not done. We are not done. This microphone might be done. Girls, let me get a high five as I go around. High five, high five, high five. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go, girls, let's go, let's go. Let's go, girls, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it here at St. James Smithtown. Girls, are you having a good time? Is this side having a good time? Is this side having a good time? I think they have you. Is this side having a good time? How about this side? How about everybody? Rich, I don't know how we can top that. I don't know how we can top that. All right, parents along the fence, I'm going to hand the microphone over to the president of St. James Smithtown Little League, the man who made it happen, the man who brought all you down here today, the man who put on this event, the bouncy houses, the face painting, the New York State Little League 2023 championship, our president, your friend, Mr. Rich Tomitz. Give it up for Mr. Rich Tomitz.
Hello, New York. How is everybody doing? You know, that's my partner in crime. That's Pete Russo. You know, we have daughters of the same age. We just competed last week in the 12U level, and we had a great run. We were up in Rochester last year on the 11U state championship. We were in the States the year before. We were in the States this year. We've had a great run, and 6 years ago, Pete and I, again, with our daughters being of similar age, you know, everybody loves baseball and boys and everything else, and I have one boy and I have one girl, and he has one girl and two boys. And we were talking, well, like, we had 30, 34, 35 girls in the entire program in Smithtown. And we kind of said, listen, we got to turn this around. And we went out and we gave free clinics, and we got people, and we got sluggers of lead, and we got people like Sean Singh and Eric Hansen and tremendous talented girls. We made it fun, and we didn't make cost an issue, and we tried to introduce the game the way we saw fit and the way we thought it could be played. And we wanted it to be for our daughters, selfishly, but, without the rest of everyone else and the other girls. And then when you go around and you start playing teams around Long Island for us, you realize, this isn't new. This is the way it's done. Like, we got to get up to speed. So we pushed the envelope and we tried to get it there. And then last year we went to the state championships, and we have enough girls that were on a national level, and the coach of that national team said, listen, I don't know about next year. I said, let's repeat. Let's do it again at 12U. And he said, I don't know if I could do it. I got this national team, and I got kids on this team, and I don't know if we're going to be able to go to Rochester, spend a week, yada, yada, yada. And I said, well, what if I bring this tournament to Smithtown? He's like, you're going to bring this tournament to Smithtown? I said, I'm not going to bring the tournament to Smithtown. we're going to go bells and whistles. We're going to have, and he goes, listen, I'm in. If we do that, well, I'm in. And we were in. And we lost in the semifinals. We lost to a great Staten Island team. It's not the way we wanted to end up. But you know what? I'm telling you, the brand of softball that was played last week, the time, if anybody was here, Massapequa was, Staten Island, the teams that were here, the times we had for our first time, we're going to just make it better for you this week. So you guys are going to benefit from everything from this week going forward, because we're just going to make it fun. And we're going to make it fun. This is a dream like I said, this is a dream for me and Pete, for you guys to be here. We don't have a team here in this tournament. And we didn't deserve it. We lost to a great, I won't put the bullseye in their back. We lost to a very good Syosset team at 11U. We lost to a very good Sayville team at the 10U level. And they're here, and they're ready to compete. And we're excited to have you. We are here to make this about your daughters. I'm wearing this outfit for one reason. One reason. I didn't say it last week. I'll say it this week. Someone actually, my girlfriend actually pointed out, she goes, well, why didn't you tell them why you're wearing that? Because it's important. It's important. This is important. This is a 6-year-long dream come true for me. So it's better than a wedding. It's better than a bar mitzvah. It's better than any ceremony you want to come up with, because it's been that long of a dream, and it's important. And I want to let you know that it's this important to us to have you here, to make the trip, to have you girls participate, to have you girls in an athletic competition where we're all tough with our cyber thumbs and we cyber bully in a day where I can't even imagine what's going on, where I didn't grow up in that kind of environment with all the technology and the phones and the iPhones and all that kind of stuff. So if you're on any field, I don't care if you're playing badminton, I don't care if you're bowling, I don't care what you're doing. As long as you're off that, you're out and you're competing and you're making yourself better and you're trying and you're interacting, the things that happen, I'm not going to say what happened. It was unbelievable last week, and I hope it all comes to a culmination this week. When you put together an event like this, there's many people to thank, and I am going to thank the first person is going to be Nate Dussett. Nate Dussett is from Brighton, up in Brighton Little League. He hosted the last two. We were in 3 consecutive state championships, and he hosted the first 2. We were out in the first. We did well. We were in the semifinal, and then we won it last year at 11U, and then we brought it home here. And when I asked him if we could have this tournament, he said, Rich, between you and Pete, the passion you have, he goes, I would be happy to give up our last year. So this ended up being our trial run. This year was our trial run. We had a lot of kickback, a lot of people saying don't do it, a lot of people telling us not to. And I said, I'm telling you, we're going to blow it out. We're going to make it fun for your kids. We're going to make it fun for our... Oh. Did I lose the signal? Okay. So I call him Nate Dussett is the great Nate from upstate. And I mean that because he helped me, he helped Pete get this process going. So Nate, if you're out there watching, I got to thank Dan Cavallo and Mike Kelsey from Little League International, who helped us through the process. Aaron Weber in Bristol, for anybody that needs anything done, little stupid loopholes that nobody, in their little bubble that they write up these rules and overlook obvious things. He helps us out in terms of getting people waivers and things of that nature. So, Aaron Weber's done a great job for us and all of you. Our district administrator, who's not able to be here today, Bill Succo, he's been instrumental in this process, signing off, allowing Smithtown to host this event. Todd Kohler, he's the Section 3 administrator. Again, today, just on the phone with them this morning, they have been through us with the process to make all this happen. Pete said, and he's very humble in the way he passed it off to me, because I'm not joking. Without Pete Russo, we're here at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., seriously every day. And we'll be here tomorrow every day. We'll be here the whole weekend and getting it right for you. and your families. I'd be remiss. We're playing on turf. We got this just put in last year. We worked our rear ends off to get this in. There's another facility when you go to the, some of you will be playing today already because of the 11 to 10 U's over at Vets Memorial. There's turf there too. Thank God for the turf because the rain that we got the last couple of days, the rain we expect tomorrow, games are going to be played. Stay close. Pete will tell you, stay close. And the games are going to be played. The Parks Department here in Smithtown. If you got a better Parks Department, I don't believe you. So I've got to give it up for our boys over here that are here today, Tom and the crew, Ken, Brandon, and anybody I'm leaving out that's here. I'm sorry, but I'm at a loss for words. They're here at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before I even get here, making sure that everything's set up, ready for play. They understand the importance of this event. I'm looking around. Is Frank here? He's here. Okay. First, before I hand off to Frank, I'm gonna bring up the guy that introduced me, Mr. Peter Russo. He is the face of softball in Smithtown. His daughter, threw 4 the other day, and threw up 4 hitless innings to keep us in the game. We just Staten Island just outdid us, and 2 runs was enough. But his daughter is special in my heart. She's a special friend of my daughter and my son. Peter's a special friend of mine. Been on this journey. The journey is, he's got a younger son. My daughter's still eligible, but I can just tell Peter that the ride's been great. The journey's been great. When it's over, but I'm ecstatic that it happened. I'm sad it's over, but I'm ecstatic that it happened. So here's my good friend, Mr. Peter Russo.
I'm going to just try to keep this short and brief. We have, as I said, a lot of fun stuff going on. I know the girls behind me are, but they're also, excited to play, so we're going to try to get them going. Every girl walking off this field today is going to get a nice little white bag, all right? We'll do it school style, cafeteria style. In this white bag, they don't have an empty water bottle. They have this beautiful chain. Okay, so it's a little badge, girls. It's a badge. There's World Series on it. You get to wear it in your hotel, wear it wherever you go. Parents, this badge allows you to take advantage of all of our local beaches and pools, all of our parks, free parking. We have beach concerts at night. We have wonderful facilities, like Rich said, our Parks Department takes care of. So this is your get out of jail, get into jail free card. Make sure you don't lose it. Let them wear it. On the back, we have some of our sponsors that if you want some good pizza, some good bagels, a place to get a burger, definitely check out our sponsors. But use this when you can. Inside the bag, also, we have a list of our concert series. So if you guys, as a team, a local beach, listen to some music, bring a cooler, have the kids play, definitely take advantage of this while you're here. It's going to be a fun time. On the back, we also have some local attractions that you could just scan with a QR code. So if you're looking for something to do on a rain date and you don't want to go to the city, take advantage of all the things that Long Island has to offer right here in the Smithtown, St. James area. And we also just have some goodies and treats in this bag for you. So something to make them feel a little special. We have skills night coming on Saturday night. So parents, if you're not driving back home, hopefully you're all staying in the local area. Skills night is going to be wonderful, followed by movie night. It's going to be a great time for the kids. We're going to have a home run derby. We're going to have a running competition. We're going to have a throwing competition. And then it's going to be followed by, what movie, Bill? Remind me?
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year. That's right, Rookie of the Year. So it's going to be a fun time. Bring a picnic. Bring your cooler, bring a picnic, and enjoy everything that we're going to offer. So that's just a little bit of what we have for you. I'm going to hand it right over to Rich for our closing remarks. Okay, Rich? Thank you.
All right, last thing, before I introduce our special guest today, we have snacks, we have waters, we have pretzel factory here. We're trying to provide for you with the bouncy houses, and if you need anything, all right, in terms of pizza, we have good relationship with our sponsors. If you want to come up and say to me, Rich, I need a pie. Pie's like $20, no toppings, but you let me know what you want. Chick-fil-A, we have relationship with these people. You want to have some lunch, you want to drive, you want to leave the park, that's fine. Just let me know, I'm here. We'll be hosting the game, I'll let Peter know. We have a guest here today, and where you're practicing, we call this Gainer 3, all right? The other field over there that most of you have on your schedule is Gainer 2, and then you have Gainer 1. Over at Gainer 1, if you go to Gainer 1, that's where we're going to practice. You're not allowed to practice on the actual field, and someone's calling me. If you're not allowed to practice on the actual field, so you go down to that Gainer 1 facility, and you'll see there's a fence. Now, you see these fences are a certain height, and then you have a fence over there that looks like it's the Green Monster, even higher than it is at Fenway Park. And my next guest, the person that we're going to have come to you today, is a Smithtown alum. He grew up in Smithtown. He went to Smithtown East. He's a former Major League Baseball player, and we call that Frankie's Fence. Because Frankie, just, when we all try to humor ourselves, baseball, softball alike, or any other sport, we try to say, what is a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old future MLBer, future Division I softball player look like? That fence was put up because they call it Frankie's Fence because Frankie used to hit the houses across the street from that field in that corner. So when I introduce him, he played 14 years in the major leagues. He is currently the coach of the Hofstra Pride Division I here. He had a 13-year career, had over 1,100 hits. He's the proud papa of 4. I don't know what this means. I'm trying to get it genetically for my son and my daughter. But his wife's name is Barbara. That's my mom's. He's born on my dad's birthday, so I'm hoping something translates. He is the proud papa of Morgan, Camden, Carson, and Grayson. Over 1,100 hits in his career in 14 years. Smithtown's own. I'm happy to introduce Mr. Frank Catalanato.
Thank you, Rich. I just wanted to take a second to welcome you all to Smithtown and to Gaynor Park. Like Rich said, I played 14 years of Major League Baseball, but when I was a young kid, I dreamed about becoming a Major League Baseball player right here on this very field. Years later, my daughter played softball right here on this field. So I have a lot of great memories of Gaynor Park, and I'm thrilled that we can have this tournament right here. Rich, you've done a spectacular job getting this off the ground, organizing it. It's really great for not only Smithtown, but for everyone here to be able to play on this beautiful field and the other beautiful fields that we have here. I feel like softball is often overlooked, but not by myself and not by this town. We have a great appreciation for the game and for the accomplishments of all these girls. Girls, you are the future of softball, so keep up the good work. It's a great sport, and it continues to get better year after year. You should be proud of what you've done to get to the point you are right now. And like I said, to have this tournament in my backyard is very special. And we look forward to watching you girls play and cheering you on. Have a great tournament. Good luck. And most importantly, have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Frank Catalanato. Today, I also want to just mention Supervisor Wareheim, who has, had a long history here in Smithtown. He was part of the Parks Department back in 1972. He served 2 tours in Vietnam with the United States Navy. We're about to salute the flag in a couple of minutes. He was unable to attend today, regretfully. He let us know. The school district also allowed us, just so you know, with the parking, that we're allowed to park over at the high school. They opened up the gates for us, so we really appreciate that. And the Board of Education that is here today supporting this effort, supporting our girls. that are here watching, and we really appreciate all their support, helping us get this off the ground and really creating no obstacles for us to be here today. So we really want to thank all of them. When I was over by the girls before, I mentioned a couple of things, and I'll just say that in closing, is last week when we have 12U, I had 12U girls after 10, and I'll talk selfishly a little bit, but we had 10, we went to the States in 10, when they were 10, and we won it when they were 11, and we came up a little short when they were in 12. And today you're here as 10s and 11-year-olds. And even though this is the final destination and the 12-year-olds go on to Bristol and hopefully that Massapequa team goes on to do great things in the next stage, because we're all New Yorkers and we're all rooting for each other, you're 10 and 11. You have other years of eligibility. So what you're going to do here is you're not going to go home losing. You're going to go home learning. There's going to be one of you in each group that goes home the champion. And I promise you, because I know it firsthand what that feels like. And I will also tell you there is no better feeling than being a champion, because nobody can ever take that away from you. Once you're a champion, you're a champion. All right? Yeah, I like that. Go ahead. You can clap. But when you go out against whoever these girls that I'm excited to watch, and I'll be doing some of these games, and we watch the competitors and we watch you girls compete, if you're not up to speed as an athlete, if someone's better than you, it can fuel your fire, and then you come back next year and you let them know who's boss and you let them know what you're about. That's the beauty of competition. It continually lets you know where you stand. You can't get lazy. You don't just get better because you get older. Trust me, I know. You don't just get better because you get older. You got to work harder when you get older, because there's other people out there working just as hard, if not harder, to get better than you. And let that be the fear that drives you and becomes a better athlete, a better student, a better athlete, a better person, a better sibling, a better child to your parents. And as we're on the topic of parents, and I'll conclude with that, for all of you that are here, you are the athletes, you are the stars of the show. But without your parents, without your grandparents, without your guardians, whoever raises you, you're not here. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Keep it humble. Keep it about them. Thank your parents. Thank your guardians. Thank whoever's raising you. Because if you're here, you didn't do it alone. You didn't drive from Staten Island because you can't drive yet. So someone got you here today. Just remember to thank them. I wish you all the best. I cannot wait for this competition. We hope we give you what you give us back. Let's have some fun. Can we give it one more time? Can we get a big round of applause? Thank you all. Love you all. Go New York, go New York, go.
All right, so parents that are on the field, if the parents could just exit the field first, and then we're going to have the players exit the field along the first baseline. On your way out of the field, you're going to grab a white paper bag. Coaches, you also. So everyone walking off the field, make sure you take a white paper bag. And Mr. Plax, if you could play some exiting music, that would be greatly appreciated.
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night.
All right, I want to thank our 12U St. James Smithtown Section 4 East champions for handing out the bags. We have Nadia, we have Casey, we have Riley, we have Sydney, we have Gabby. I know Vanessa was here. Thank you to Jenna. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you all of our parents for helping out. Anybody know the song? Is this like a pump song? There we go. We know the parents know this song. Anybody know the next words? Let's get down to business. Liliana, come on, Liliana. All right, make sure we don't create a bottleneck. Make sure we keep the teams going. Keep the teams going so everybody can get out. Keep the teams going. There we go. All right, Pearl River, are you ready? Are you excited, Pearl River? All right, Central Square, are you getting ready, Central Square? All right, all right. It's gonna be some fun softball. North Shore, are you ready to get this tournament going or what? All right. That's right, that's right. We played out in North Shore. We had our 12U games out in North Shore. You guys have a nice facility over there, nice complex. Massapequa, you ready to get this going or what? Oh, boo. Massapequa, are we ready to get this going or what? All right, they're meeting Frank Alenado. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Let's get down to business.
All right, South Shore All-Stars, are you ready to get down to business? All right, good. That's what I want to hear.
So let's get down to business.